Hello, pilgrims. Welcome to my Plymouth Rocks. Hi, everyone. Jaymes Mansfield here, and I want to talk to you all about
Thanksgiving.
This movie came out on November 17th, just in time for
Thanksgiving.
And I have to say, it was bizarre. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is directed by Eli Roth, you know, from like Cabin Fever, Hostel fame. And I was actually looking forward to this because this is a movie that was like 10 years in the making, okay? Maybe more than that. Whenever the original Grindhouse came out, like Planet Terror,
Thanksgiving
was a pet project given to Eli Roth by Quentin Tarantino to basically just make a fake trailer to put in between those movies of like a Grindhouse style kind of film. And Eli Roth came up with
Thanksgiving.
And it was by far a standout in those fake trailers. Like there was Don't, Hobo with a Shotgun, Machete, which eventually became a movie. This one was long overdue, and I'm so happy that we got it. The movie did not disappoint. It was sort of like a cartoon. Like, girl, it was like Bugs Bunny was the killer in this. Like, the way people died in this movie was gratuitous. It was gory, and I loved every second of it. Also, thank you, Eli Roth, for resurrecting Patrick Duffy from the dead. Where has he been this whole time? I know he was just elected Sexiest Man Alive this year, and I was in shock. I was like, how did that happen? Like, I'm not mad about it, but like, I needed more answers. And having watched this, I'm not sure those questions were answered because he wasn't very sexy in this movie at all. She had a New England accent that just came and went. The whole time just sitting here like, are you gonna do the accent?
What are you gonna do the accent then or not?
Everyone had a questionable New England accent. That good old Boston accent.
I'm from Boston.
To summarize the movie quickly, it is basically a revenge tale after a Black Friday sale gone wrong.
Yes, people die.
It's true. So the Black Friday scene in the beginning is everything. Now, it is giving like the Cabbage Patch craze back in the 1980s, you know, when people were like stomping and killing each other to get a Cabbage Patch doll. I have never once seen a Black Friday sale that looked like this. Like, I would never murder somebody over a waffle maker. Now, a juicer I might punch somebody for, but never a waffle maker.
What's wrong with waffle makers?
If you're gonna go for an appliance, go for like a mix master or something. Don't go for the waffle maker. Like, geez, girl. Now, the cast actually starred Addison Rae from He's All That fame. And I honestly had to do a double take because I didn't even realize it was her. Go you influencers for infiltrating our horror films. Love to see it. And she was actually really compelling and fun. I liked her. Like, I was living for her. I was compelled. I was worried for her welfare, which is what you want in a final girl. Because the problem with these movies is half the time the boys and girls will get on stage and you're just like, I don't care if you live or die. I was truly invested. Now, our killer is a pilgrim. John Carver, to be exact. This was actually pretty clever. The John Carver Max, like as far as like creative killers goes, like they're up there. I was digging it. Not quite as scary as the Killer Turkey from Tubi film fame, but you know what? It was a hard legacy to live up to as far as Thanksgiving horror movies are concerned. Favorite parts? I have to say, I love the darts. There was a blow dart in this movie. Like the pilgrim had blow darts. Like, and people would get knocked out and kidnapped. Like, I was just like,
Okay.
like certain deaths you thought were gonna happen ended up being like a kidnapping. It was like, okay, well, here we go. This is different. Oh, the freezer scene. Can we talk about the freezer scene with the waitress where she gets her face like melded to the wall? Everything. And this waitress, I was living for. She was my favorite character. I was so sad she had to go, but you see her die in the trailer, so I'm not really spoiling anything. You know she's Worm Deli by the second she appears on screen. But I loved her. She was nasty. She was New England, and she was not having it from these shithead kids. Loved her. I wish there was more of her. I wish she was the star. This should have been her story. As far as it goes, it's pretty cut and dry. Like, the story is not anything to write home about. You'll probably figure out who the killer is within like 6 minutes of watching it, but that does not matter. That's not what we show up to horror movies for. We show up for gratuitous violence. And honestly, like a sledgehammer slamming against a watermelon, you got gore for days in this film. Stepmom scene that we saw in the trailer, like we all know it was gonna happen. So like by the time it came to like her chase scene, I'm just like,
You guys gave it away in the trailer. I know what's gonna happen.
there were some decisions that were made in this where I was just like, why wouldn't you just leave earlier? Like there's many opportunities for characters to run away and they did not. Also, the parade scene, worth the price of admission altogether. They delivered on the beheading of the turkey. I was like, I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. And bam, we got it. I don't want to spoil anything because again, that's not what I'm about. I'm not about spoiling things for you folks. I think you should go out and watch films and it's available to rent at the moment. That's how I watched it. It was worth a gander. You already know what you're getting from Eli Roth, okay? It's either gonna be really, really gory or really gory. She paints in one color, okay? And it's bright red, just smeared across the canvas, actually thrown at a canvas, splatter. That's the way she paints. Would recommend, although there weren't any gay people in it. That's the one gripe I have. I don't think there is any gay people in this movie, which is an issue. Needs more gay. But other than that, I enjoyed myself. Also a role for like a glamorous, beautiful blonde drag queen that saves the day. The movie was lacking that too, as do all movies I've seen recently. So yeah, that's another suggestion. Just putting that out there as a note. All right, this has been Jaymes Mansfield too. I hope you enjoyed all of my Plymouth Rocks here on this channel. My turkey breasts. Did you enjoy my turkey breasts? I'm just stuffed. There are no leftovers. Oh, that's not... They say the tagline for the movie in The Killer Chase. So that's another one. It's like, okay, camp, loved it. Watch it. Did you guys enjoy
Thanksgiving.
I want to hear all about it. Let's talk about it in the comment sections. The discussion starts down there. Let's discuss this film, this important film in the history of holiday slasher movies. Is it better than the Killer Turkey movie? I want to know. What are your thoughts? Do you watch Tubi films? I want to know. This was
Thanksgiving.
I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed all the dinner I made for you. Supper is ready. I don't know what I'm doing. What is that? How did I become like this weird, Playboy bunny waitress from the 60s all of a sudden? Anyways.
I'm losing my mind.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.
Thanksgiving.